Hi, and welcome back. I'm Sean Spencer, and to try and begin to wrap up the idea of another aspect of happiness so that we can move on to other emotions. Now, there's another aspect I did not quite really cover in the previous videos on this subject, and that was when it comes to goal setting. Like I said in those videos, where our goal is to be more growth centric. So we're going to create goals that we're not that are just out of range of what our current capabilities are, and we may or may not have any idea as to how to attain them, right? And that's the whole point. What type of person do I have to grow into to achieve that goal? And when I achieve that goal, my reward from the emotional side of things is a burst of happiness for that moment. Now, it's very important to understand that to bring those goals forward into our current existence of life, our current life experience, we need to develop the ability to be happy in any moment, but understand that happiness is a fleeting emotion. It's not meant to be consistently present just from here to here to here. It's supposed to help drive you forward towards these goals, towards your best self, towards being able to love unconditionally, towards being able to be a more caring person, more giving person, and to be more generous and to be more understanding. Okay. Happiness is a emotion to experience from time to time. If we are always happy, which I don't really see in the world these days, except when they're when a person's in a drugged up state, that euphoria type state, right? Nothing is going to get achieved. It's going to burn out the organs that are responsible for creating the hormones that drive your system into that pleasure state. Okay, so much so that later on, if you wanted to experience it again, it's going to be harder to achieve that same level of happiness that you felt in that moment. Such is the nature of a body that deteriorates over time. We can burn parts of it out. And we see this time and time again with diabetics, for instance, the inability to create insulin because they're so overworked to their body that their body has not had, and there's such a stressful environment that their immune system and the other aspects of healing and stuff are not able to take place. Right? And this is another reason why it's so important to understand that we need to achieve goals and set particular goals in order to become our best self, so that we can have the sporadic feeling of happiness on the way to achieving that goal, so that our body develops in a very healthy, systematic, and what you want is a predictable method of growth, right? For your body, for your biology, for your gut biome, for your spirit, for your emotional empowerment and understanding. You want a nice, steady, predictable level of growth in all these areas of balance. And the best way to create that balance is through understanding what happiness is and how to get it, and that it's not the be all end all, it's just part of the journey of becoming our best selves and for achieving the goals we set out for ourselves. Or if someone gives us a goal for us to achieve, we will also get that sense of happiness and pride and that sort of thing along the way. If you're going to rely on a moment of happiness from when you're 18 and you just got really high marks in high school or something like that, or you just got into the team that you've always wanted to get into, if you're going to rely on that feeling of happiness, you're going to set yourself up for a very, very, very long journey of being disappointed, upset, miserable, because you've just peaked. You never set a new goal. We see this also with people that plan for the wedding but not the marriage. Okay? When my wife and I came together, and by the time that we actually met and decided that, yes, we are the right match for each other, we had a whole heap of lists of the different qualities, the type of person that we'd like to build our life with, right? And we had a whole list, right, that have great honesty, that have great integrity. They would read books, they'd actually take them off the shelf and open them and go, oh, look, more words, and actually read the books and take that information and grow from it. You know, we would add to the experience. We would be a very calming presence and a loving, caring type person, you know, all these types of things. And this list was built on the idea of, well, if I achieve some of these, then happiness is a real possibility. You know, and if you notice, happiness wasn't even on the list. Okay? It's a side effect. Okay? Yes, you can become happy choosing the right partner in your life to build a great life with. You can also become miserable if you don't plan it. Okay? If you don't plan for a great outcome, you're not going to get a great outcome. Yes, I also know that there is such a thing as the luck of the draw. However, the luck of the draw is far and few between and even more fleeting. It has less intrinsic value. It's not going to power your self-esteem for years to come. I'm one of the few that can tell you that that is absolutely the truth, because I've built and I've had to rebuild. I've had things that I've built collapse and fall apart. I've had our relationship be tested from every single angle. I've had all sorts of toxic things in my past to learn this from. Okay? And where that toxic energy came from was people that were so unsatisfied and miserable in their lives that they wanted us to become as miserable as they are or worse so that they could feel better. And we had to detach from that toxic energy. Okay? And even detaching from that toxic energy, that toxic situation, required a plan. And when we stuck to that plan, as anxiety-ridden as it was, not knowing where we could end up, sticking to the actual plan of, we need to get out of this situation and go over here, right? Find more answers to the next step, right? And we were able to think so clearly when we detached from that energy. We were able to focus on our health. You know, we're able to drop 30, 40 kilos off of our body and stuff in a healthy way because we're able to concentrate more energy into our health, right? And that added to the feelings of happiness that we allowed ourselves to have the time to experience and feel, okay? But we planned to build a relationship together. The wedding is a minor part of that. It's a bonding experience and a legal agreement. Well, you know, that's not going to make a marriage work. It's the people that are in the marriage that makes the marriage work, not the piece of paper. Okay? And this is what we intrinsically both knew when we got together, myself and Kelly, so that understanding that I'm my own person, she's her own person, and that we have defined our relationship as supportive independence. She's free to be her, I'm free to be myself, and we agreed to grow together. That was our agreement. And in that, love came forth. In that, happiness came forth as a side effect. Does that mean it was happy every day? No. It means that we had a lot of happy moments, enough to build this relationship strong enough that no one else could get into it, that no one else could wreck it and pull it apart. If anyone was going to pull it apart, it would be ourselves. And we would do that peacefully if it was ever going to happen. So I want to start moving on to other emotions, and I may go more into how to process related emotions next, and how and that sort of thing. And I would like this to be one of the last ones on happiness, but I get that feeling that that there's more to come. I believe that every emotion that we feel is going to have more aspects, more angles to uncover and to express and understand. And not everyone's experience is going to be the same. We are built differently, but we have similar emotional experiences. And our biology is the part that makes us the most similar. So from that, we have more predictable results, in which this is why my ability to make videos that could possibly help you in processing these feelings comes into play, because we are a very standardized type of biological system where one person will have a similar hormonal response to the other, and the other, and the other. And that's where it all comes together in the natural systems of how we can process different feelings as a feedback system to the nature and everything that we experience. Anyway, we'll keep pulling these parts, we'll keep pulling these aspects apart as we go. And I hope this gives you a little bit more clarity as to how to experience happiness, and that it's okay to be unhappy from time to time. Just understand that it's a feedback system letting you know that some effort has to be put in. If you want great results, you need to actually put some actions in to create great results. Great results don't just happen, right? 99.9% of the time that anyone wins the big numbers in the cross lotto type draws, they lose it within years, and they're back to being the same level as what they were before them, because they never had a plan for the winnings. They all say the same thing. Oh, I don't really have a plan for it. I never expected to win it. Well, why are you playing for it if you never expected to win it? All right. So have a plan. All right. If you are someone that's buying a lottery ticket, what are you going to do if you win $50 million? Right? What are you going to do with it? Who are you going to tell? Who are you going to share the information with? Are you going to be careful with the information? Are you going to give most of it away? Make a plan as to how you're going to use it if you ever want it. Because I can tell you right now, some of the people that have coached me, have coached millionaires and billionaires, and money does not buy happiness. It does not make happiness. The achieving of particular goals creates happiness from time to time. So with that last note, it just let me know that yes, happiness is going to be a feature in future videos as well. Anyway, I hope this video has helped, and I look forward to making the next one for you. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.